Alright, what's up guys? Have something new for the channel, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Oh yeah. There it is. New bike for the channel. Hopefully the Rebel will be going away at some point if I can ever sell it. Haven't really been getting great offers on it, but oh well, it's here for now. But 18 MT09. We'll get to more of the specifics on the channel, or in the video, but once we're riding. But I did break this thing like the day the stock one, like the day I bought it. It had a phone mount, and I didn't know the bolts were longer. And when I took it off and put the bolts back in, it cracked the ring that went around. So I got this, and it's been really good so far. I actually really like it over the stock, like one of these. But let's get into it. I'm gonna start this thing up. Oh yeah. Sounds really good. Full Black Widow exhaust. I love the sound of it. I actually shot this video the other day. I was trying a new setting to get some good motion blur with the camera. Hopefully it turns out better this time. I tried it with just the regular lens, and it was like the middle of the day, and using the setting that people recommend. Yeah, it was, you couldn't see anything. It was just, everything was white. Had really bad clipping. So we were trying it now. I probably should have done it a little bit earlier considering everything, but so I have an ND filter now, so it should help not have everything all blown out. Should look a lot better, hopefully. Anyways, trying to get this done before the sun goes down. The previous owner was a friend of mine. He went to the Dragon. It's got a Dragon sticker on it. It's got Womet Tech parts on it. It's got the spools in the back, sliders up front, sliders on the front forks. Let's hop on this. I was trying to get this. I was kind of waiting, which at this point I was like, I should have just done the video the day I got it. But I was trying to wait until everything was all good on it. Like, I don't have my own plates for it or anything. Like, it's still that guy's plates, which I don't know if it'd even be better just to run with no plates. But so what happened is, the bank was in Wisconsin, we're in Indiana. I paid them the money, figured the bank would just send the title over, but they sent them a letter and they said it'd be 30 days. So that kind of sucks, especially since I was waiting. So I just decided to go ahead and just make the video. Yeah, so, and he's done quite a bit of stuff. Oh, he also added the quick shifter. I love the quick shifter. It is only up. I do wish it had up and down, but I mean, that just is what it is. It's still really, I mean, it's not that big of a deal not having down. But it also is fully tuned. It even has throttle mapping on the standard mode for 1-to-1 throttle, so it's not got that jump like Yamaha tuned into the bike. But it's only on standard, so A is still normal throttle, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's nice to be able to choose, honestly. And this thing is just crazy, but I love it. Pulls that front wheel up like nothing. I usually ride around in one mode for the TCS. because it'll still let it do a little bit of a wheelie. We have a 350Z behind us. He was keeping up pretty good, honestly. We were hauling though. But yeah, I love it. And that Schnitz Racing tune is really nice. So, actually I might know that guy that's behind me, honestly. But hopefully the video comes through real good and it's not either too dark or too bright, otherwise I'll have to redo it again, but we'll see. I'm half tempted to go into town, like up through town, and go on the county road out that way, but like it's a nice road, but people drive so slow on it, it drives me insane. But we'll head out the normal road, go a little different way. What they're building over there. But yeah, I'm super happy with this bike. Much happier than I was on the Rebel. The Rebel is still a champ as far as MPG goes, but this thing's just so much more fun. Sounds really good. Sounds a lot better than the Rebel. The Rebel doesn't sound bad, but man, I wish they had done something different for, like, I wish they had done a cross plane. That sure would have been nice. The way, I think the Rebel just sounds like an RZR, honestly, which isn't terrible, but it's nothing like exciting per se. And the highway cruising on it was just so bad. But this bike is just it's like a ball of fun. I mean, it's the most it's like probably almost, I don't know if I like the FZ1 better or this. The FZ1 definitely tops out quite a bit better over the MT09. Watch this thing go the same way I'm going. Nope. Oh, man, it just gets you going every time you crank back on that throttle. This bike's also down a tooth in the front sprocket, so adds a little bit more kick. It's got different forks and oil and the front. It never gets old. Oh, it's so much fun. Buy one. If you've ridden a sport bike and you like that, I mean, at this point these bikes are really common, but man, like I would almost rather have an MT10, but an MT09 is still like, it's every bit as quick. They don't, like I said, they don't top out as high, But honestly, you know, versus my FZ1 that had the full sport bike fairing but just a naked lower is basically what it was. That blocked a lot more air, and you could tuck behind it a lot, but you can't really tuck behind this at all. But I mean, you can. There's a little bit of a gap that you can tuck in, but you really have to get in there. So it's just a fun bike to ride. And it also just does, like, especially with the throttle mapping, it does like the just cruising good too. I'm a large rider, so those shocks or the springs and oil in the front helped. I'm sure, I mean, I didn't do it, the previous owner did. He's quite a bit smaller than me, but I'm sure it still helps a lot for me. But it's still got the stock shock in the back. Maybe I'll buy an upgrade at some point. It's like $600 bucks. But it's still on stock settings, so I think I need to change the preload and the dampening all the way to stiff. It's pretty bouncy in the back. Not really bouncy, like it stays planted pretty good, but it's got a Michelin Power 5 CTs, and they're nice tires. They're pretty sticky, but he said he put them on around 6,000, and I bought the bike with 8,300, and they looked okay. Now I'm at 9,300. I've already put 1,000 miles on this bike almost, and that back tire, the middle, is already down to the wear indicator, so they need to go before too long. Like, it's got a little bit over that wear indicator, but not a whole lot. So, and I'm sure my riding style doesn't help it. So I don't know, maybe because the front tire is like perfect, so maybe I'll just buy one Power 5 for the back, but then I know I'm going to be switching tires not too long in the future. I don't know, I really like the Pirelli Rosso 5s, so I could try that too. Or Rosso 5, I meant Rosso 3. But I've also, a buddy of mine just got Rosso 4s, and those look pretty nice. So there is that option too. It's just so easy to, like, the bike, you just speed like nothing. You just get going. It is kind of nice that it doesn't top out as high as an MT10 or an FZ1, because, like, you don't really need to go that fast. Like, it's fun, but like on this road I wouldn't even do that anyway. Well, okay, I mean, it's not a great idea, and it's just like, they're stupid fast, but they are fun. So, and there's not, I've also thought about like the CB1000R. I mean, this bike's, I'm good for a while, but I also want a cruiser, so I'd like to have a sport and cruiser lineup, stay with that for a while. Maybe if rider share picks up, which is not really, and we don't have, nobody's on Twisted Road in our area. Eagle Share, nobody's on, which that one's trash anyways. So yeah, the Rebels rental hasn't really, nothing's really been going on with it lately. So yeah, and Rob's he's changing his lineup. I was wanting to do the BMW. I should have rented it sooner, but he sold that and his scooter, I think. So, and the only bikes he has listed on RiderShare right now are the Harley and the Ducati, which I don't really know if I care about riding the Harley. And I've already rode the Ducati. If you put an exhaust on it, I'd probably take it out again. just to like hear it, because I am sure I would love that bike with an exhaust on it. I love this, like I'm going to be doing a exhaust video for this bike. That seems to be one of my most popular videos that everybody likes, is my exhaust videos. So yeah, I'll probably do a video. Well, no, we will do a video of the exhaust. I know where I am. I don't know if this is the street. I think it is. Yeah. But so yeah, I'm loving the bike. I'm ready to get it registered and everything, and also work on the suspension a little bit. Yeah, so the paint scheme that the bike has, a lot of people like it, and I do like it. I love the wheels painted the color they are. I just don't know if I love it on the tank, and I don't know if these are stickers you can get rid of. I've seen people do it, I think, and I'd think about getting rid of the stickers down here, but I don't think I love this. Like, it's cool, I just don't know if it's my thing, you know. I'd like to see it just that gray. I love that gray, that's amazing, but I think this just breaks it up for me, and I just don't like it. Feels really good out here. So after, I mean, so all the bike demos I did, I was genuinely looking for a bike, and one thing I don't like is that I only went to 3 brands. But the problem, and if you guys noticed, which I really did those videos for you guys, like for content, but I also was just looking for a bike, and Honda doesn't do one, which sucks. I'd love to ride that CB1000. Suzuki doesn't do one, probably because I don't know why. I sat on a GSXS 1000 today. That was awesome. It was really surprisingly comfortable. And I like it. Was a cool paint job too. I liked it. If they would give me a good price, well, it was like 11 for, which I bought this for 8, which I think is a really good deal. Better, I mean, it was cheaper than the Rebel, and I can't get that Rebel sold for anything. So it's crazy how much this changed. Like, I don't really recognize it with how overgrown everything is. But the cat, and yeah, so yeah, I think I got a good deal on the bike. I love it, honestly, and it's got the comfort seat. There's a few tools, like the manual was missing. I bought one on eBay. The spanner wrench is missing. I bought one of those on Amazon. It's got the same Vans grips that were on the Rebel, so I like that. And they're black. I don't think the tan would go good with this bike, which some may argue doesn't go good on the Rebel either, but I like it. Wait, I think I lost track here of what I was talking about. So, oh yeah, if you guys noticed, I didn't go to the Kawasaki demo day. I was talking about Suzuki last. I didn't go to Kawasaki because I looked at their lineup, and I don't know, it just doesn't look interesting, like for like content. Like, they don't really have anything new. It's not like they're gonna let you hop on an H2, which honestly I think they should. because Indian and Harley will let you hop on a $30,000 motorcycle, and if something happens to it, it's not a big deal. So there's no reason they couldn't. Maybe it's insurance, but like there was an MT10. I mean, it's not a 300 horsepower motorcycle, but it's not like, I don't know. And there was an FTR at the Indian, and they didn't even follow you or like make you go in a group. Like, Indian killed it. Absolutely. Like, I will go back to their demo days just to sort of see what's new every year. And I mean, at some point I would like an Indian, or so for my cruiser bike, because I'm wanting something that I'll be comfortable on with my fiance. But unfortunately, those motorcycles are very expensive. So I'm either going to get something older, or I'll come into money somehow and I'll get a new one. Which I don't know how that would happen, but I guess we'll see. Because I would like a Goldwing, so maybe I could get an older Goldwing. I've seen them in reasonable prices, and they are nice bikes to ride. Sound good. Or I would like some cruiser Indian. I wouldn't mind a Harley either. I just think they're all overpriced though, even older ones. But so I'd prefer something with a lunchbox though, so that she can like lean back, because that's the reason I don't like riding with her like on a hot day. Is like, especially on like this bike, you're like leaning up against each other and it's just hot and sticky. And honestly, it's way more fun to ride, but like so much more easier to ride the bike. So I prefer to ride by myself. But yeah, I'd like to get something like one of those at some point. But yeah, I am hoping you guys enjoy the bike as a new addition to the channel, and probably will be the primary for a while, because I really struggle to hop on the Rebel when I have an MT09 sitting in the garage. And it does stuff like that. Like, I can't get that on the Rebel. Come on. Like, just hard to like explain unless you, I think I just did a big circle, honestly, I don't know, but it's hard to explain unless you rode both. I just wish I had never bought the Rebel. So, because between how much I have on this bike and I have on that bike, I could have just bought a brand new bike. And honestly, I had intended to buy a way more expensive motorcycle than this one. I was looking at like a brand new Suzuki Katana, but then they sold it to a dealer in California and I already had the loan, so ended up with the MT09, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I did have leftover head room on the loan, which, and the truck has new wheels on it. I bought some TRD Pro wheels for it. I gave up on the Ford Maverick finally. Because, so the plan is to pay off the truck, and then at some point buy a Toyota Tacoma, and I'll take those wheels and put them on the Tacoma. So it looks a lot better for now. It is a rusty truck. It's an 07 GM. They rust, but they run. That's the thing about them. And yes, I definitely did just do a big circle, because we are back in Andrews. So we will make a right here and go back to where we came from, to my house. And I'm sure you guys have had enough of me for one day. I do apologize for the big break in the videos, I just kind of got a little lazy and bought the bike and intended to make videos. I didn't think it'd be this long to get the title. It's just ended up that way. And so I was like, heck, I'm gonna take a video. And whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. Hope I'm not speeding. Put both of my feet down, make sure he doesn't come after me for doing something that anybody with balance can do. And I don't even have that good of balance. Like, I can't even ride a skateboard. So, but yeah, I already did get pulled over on the bike once. They said my plate wasn't visible because it's got a tail tidy where it's hanging underneath, which was annoying that I got pulled over for that. He says he couldn't see it. I don't see how that's possible. I think that's why I was also going to try that preload adjustment. See if it'll keep it from sagging as much. I don't think it is hidden that bad, but I also can't see it when I'm sitting on it. And everybody likes tail tight. Like, that's the same plate I had on my FZ1, and I never got pulled over for that plate. So, but he was cool. He didn't do anything. He just took my license and ran the information, then came back and told me that. So, I don't know. I can't find any of the stock plate holders. I don't really want to, but I've seen some have license plate or turn signals built into them, which I've got an integrated tail too. I don't know if this one has a built-in or not. I hope not. But I also really don't want to put it on anyways. I like it the way it looks. And that integrated tail flashes when I hit my brake light, so I like that too. But yeah, I don't know what there really is left to do to the bike because it's pretty well set up, other than maybe a shock. I'm gonna do the preload adjustments and go from there. But yeah, maybe I'll do exhaust at some point. I've never heard of Black Widow, and I'd kind of like to do a different one, just because. Be interesting to see how different it sounds too. The Black Widow is not bad, honestly. There's not really any reason to change it. But I've thought about, like, I've always loved Two Brothers. I don't like that they put so much like yellow or gold on their sport bike stuff. Like, they don't do that to Harley bikes. Why do they do it to sport bikes? So it'll either be one of those, or it'll be a, what's the other one? Austin Racing, because I love Austin Racing as well, and I think an Austin pipe would sound just awesome. Yeah, and the only other thing I wish the bike had was cruise control, because that's something that comes on the MT10 and the MT09 SP, which I didn't really want to buy a brand. I mean, I was, but that Katana was 2 years old, so they had it on discount. But then I found out the GSX-S 1000 is cheaper, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I just spend less and buy the GSX-S 1000. But and that thing was comfortable. I think it's even more comfortable than this bike. Although I didn't try out the pegs. That's the thing I always forget about. Like, when you just sit on a bike in a parking lot, you forget to check the pegs, where they're positioned. But yeah, so tire will be next. Maybe exhaust after that. But the Black Widow really isn't that bad. Sounds really good. And I'm sure that'll come through in the video. Come on, green light, green light, green light, green. There we go. if you guys have, because I know these bikes are popular, so I knew a little bit about the FZ1, but if you guys have any like touch-ups or things left to do, like I know there's already a lot of stuff done to the bike, but I might get levers. I think that'd be cool. But honestly, I've always liked stock levers. Like, they've always just felt good to me, and I don't like the 2-finger levers. I think that's like, I like being able to grab the whole lever. But if you guys have any quality upgrades or cosmetic things, I've thought about getting an underbelly. But if you guys know of any like good upgrades to do to the bike, let me know. Considering that it's already pretty modified performance-wise, you know, full exhaust, and I already really know if I change the exhaust what I'm going to do. So anything other than that kind of stuff, I end up with a K&N air filter in it already too, so it's got that upgrade as well. Yeah, it's a super fun bike. Anybody thinking about an MT09, just do it. Ride really nice, great power. Really, power is hard to beat unless you go up to a 1004 cylinder, or I don't know how the 800s, like the or 750s compare, or like the CB650. It'd be interesting to ride a CB650. I think those bikes look cool. And I think Hondas sound so good. That's the thing you can't beat on a Honda, is that 4-cylinder exhaust sound. Oh my gosh. Why can't you make your Civic sound like that? I would drive a Civic if it sounded like that. Anyways, I have really enjoyed making this video for you guys. I love my new bike. I just want to keep this going, honestly. Keep making videos. I missed it. So, have a great day, guys. Hopefully, I will see you before the 4th of July. If not, happy 4th of July, everyone, and light off some awesome fireworks. Later, guys.